find the link to Crypto Portfolio Tracker app template in the description and pinned in comments below. Most people lose money in crypto for one reason, and nobody realizes it until it's too late. It's not bad luck, it's not even the market crashing. It's something hiding inside the very system promising to make you rich. And almost nobody notices it until it's too late. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover what decentralized finance actually is. You will learn why it's quietly reshaping the entire financial system. You will understand how liquidity pools work. You'll see the hidden dangers that have wiped out millions of dollars. And you will learn how to avoid them. By the end, you will know exactly how to deal with crypto safely. And you will see why most beginners fail and how you won't. If you want simple crypto education without the confusing jargon, subscribe now. We post videos every week that help beginners avoid expensive mistakes. We turn complicated crypto concepts into plain English. There's a financial revolution happening right now, and most people don't even know it's occurring. It's not happening on Wall Street. It's not happening in big banks. It's happening in something called decentralized finance. Decentralized finance is known as DEFI. Think of it like this. Traditional finance is like a gated community. You need permission to enter. Banks, brokers, governments, they control the gates. DEFI removes the gates. Anyone with an internet connection can participate. No middlemen, no permission, just code, rules, and math. But here's the danger. When you remove the gatekeeper, you also remove the safety nets. There's no customer service, no FDIC insurance, no one to call when something goes wrong. And that's where most people lose everything. But the real engine behind DEFI, the thing that makes money appear, is something called a liquidity pool. And this is where it gets dangerous. Because one mistake here can wipe out your entire portfolio. What if I told you there's a way to make money while you sleep without trading, without predicting the market, without even touching a single coin? That's what liquidity pools promise. A liquidity pool is simply a pool of crypto that people deposit into. Think of it like a giant piggy bank. Traders come and borrow from this pool, and they pay a small fee every time they do. Those fees go to the people who deposited their money. That's you. It's like opening a tiny ATM in a busy airport. Everyone uses it. Everyone pays a small fee, and you collect that fee all day, every day. But here's the twist. This is where most beginners get destroyed. There's a hidden trap called impermanent loss, and it can silently eat away your profits. Even when everything looks like it's going well, in a moment I'll show you exactly how impermanent loss works and why it's called impermanent but can feel very permanent. But first, you need to understand one thing most gurus never tell you: who actually controls these pools and what happens when they break. In 2024 alone, over $2 billion were lost in DEFI exploits, and most of it came from liquidity pools. This isn't theory, this is real money gone. There's, there are three main dangers in liquidity pools. First, smart contract risk. The code itself can have bugs. Hackers find them and drain the pool. Second, rug pulls. Developers disappear with everyone's money. Third, impermanent loss. The price of your coins changes and you end up with less value than you had just held, than if you had just held. One beginner deposited $10,000 in a pool. He saw his earnings go up every day. He felt rich. Then, overnight, the project collapsed. His $10,000 became $1,200 and never saw it coming. He never saw it coming. This is the part nobody wants to talk about. DEFI can make you rich, but it can also destroy you faster than you ever imagined. But here's the good news. There's a way to use DEFI safely. You just need to know the rules most people ignore. And in the next section, I'll show you the exact checklist. The one that separates the winners from the people who lose everything. That's a checklist that will save you from 90% of decentralized finance disasters. And most people never heard of it. First, check if the smart contract is audited. If it's not, run. Second, look at the team. Anonymous teams mean high risk. Third, check liquidity lock. If the liquid if the liquidity isn't locked, it can be pulled anytime. Fourth, start small. Never put more than you can afford to lose. Fifth, understand impermanent loss. If you don't know what it is, don't enter the pool. This is like checking safety rating of a plane before you board. Would you fly blind? Then why invest blind? This is the difference between gambling and investing. One is a gamble, the other is a strategy. And you are here to win, not to gamble. But even with this checklist, there's one more mistake almost all beginners make. And it's so common, you might be doing it right now. In the next section, I'll reveal it and show you how to fix it before it costs you everything. Here's the twist. The biggest mistake beginners make isn't technical, it's psychological. They chase yields. They see 100% annual percentage yield and they think it's free money. But high yields are a warning sign, not a gift. The higher the yield, the greater the risk. And most of the time, it's a trap. If you remember one thing from this video, let it be this. If it looks too good to be true, it's not a deal. It's a danger. Your brain is wired to lose money in crypto. No, seriously. Greed, fear of missing out, they are not bugs. They are features, and the system is designed to exploit them. When you see green numbers going up, your brain says more. When you see red numbers going down, your brain says run. Both reactions lose money. The winners are the ones who stay calm, who follow a plan, who ignore the noise. This is the hardest part of crypto. Not the technology, not the charts. It's controlling yourself. But there's one final piece. The single biggest insight that changes everything. And it's what we are going to cover in the final section. This is the moment where everything clicks. Here's the truth. Decentralized finance is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a tool. And like any tool, it can build wealth or destroy it. The winners in decentralized finance are not the ones chasing the highest yield. They are the ones who understand the basics. They use safety checklists. They start small. They learn from mistakes. They stay patient. One student followed this exact process. Started with $500, made mistakes, learned, adjusted. 2 years later, that $500 became $50,000. Not overnight, but steadily. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need insider connections. You just need the right knowledge and discipline to use it. That's what this channel is here for. You now have the roadmap. You know what decentralized finance is. You know how liquidity pools work. You know the dangers and you know how to avoid them. The rest is up to you. If you want to stay ahead in crypto without wasting years learning the hard way, subscribe. Every week we break down complex crypto topics into simple, actionable steps so you can build wealth safely. But before you invest in any coin, watch this next video here because it explains scarcity, halving, and market impact, and it could save you from one of the biggest beginner mistakes in crypto.